let's talk about a little bit about, who could be most impacted by this NFL draft. So, for an example, we'll start off with, last year, Jaden Daniels drafted to the Commanders, number 2 overall pick, and you see Terry McLaurin's market rises because he's got a quarterback for first time since probably ever, and you saw that go up. So, who could be somebody you see that could be really impacted by the car market?
Inevitably, you're thinking with the Titans, right? Calvin Ridley. I don't think Calvin Ridley's good.
No.
So I don't think his market is really. I don't know. I mean, I think originally, right, it might be a good time to buy Calvin Ridley, like right this second, and move it before the season starts. I just don't think Calvin Ridley's that good anymore. I think after the whole scandal, he had a great couple of years. He had the gambling scandal, and he fell off a cliff. Jacksonville, he couldn't catch a ball to save his life. Last year, he had like spurts where he was okay. I don't think he was the best receiver on the team last year. I think it was Akine Westbrook.
Yep.
I mean, the Titans sucked last year anyways, but like I think Akine Westbrook was the best wide receiver on the team last year, and you might say, who the heck is that guy? That's my point.
I watched him catch a 96-yard touchdown against Minnesota in Nashville last year.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Akine Westbrook?
Yeah.
He's not bad. He's actually not bad.
No, he's not bad.
He's with the Finns now.
Yeah. What do you think about, I'll pivot from Ridley. What about Treylon Burks, where his market is at the lowest probably it's ever been, where now he has maybe a quarterback. He's got to stay healthy, but could his market go up?
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of been a bust, right? Off the rip.
He was very
this is
very good in college.
Oh, dude, he was nasty with Arkansas. He was a beast. But like the difference, I was thinking about last year's draft, right? You bring up Terry McLaurin. We knew the potential that Terry McLaurin had, right?
He just needed a quarterback.
He needed a quarterback.
They call him Scary Terry for a reason.
He blew up, right? Yep. On the other hand, with the Bears, right? You would think DJ Moore was going to have his market was going to spike. Keenan Allen,
any of those
moved,
wide
right?
receivers in Chicago.
But I think that was the thing is like they were in a weird situation where A, they had a bad offensive line, and B, they had so many weapons. Even like Cole Kmet. Like Cole Kmet had I thought he had a pretty good season last year.
Oh yeah, he had a great season.
I think that it's situational where like Calvin Ridley I think is a good buy. Even though I don't think he's going to be that good, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee's an interesting an interesting team in general, just because Cam Ward's great, but we talked about a couple weeks ago, does he have the coaching around him to be successful?
Yeah.
Does he have the offensive line to be successful? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's kind of getting thrown into what the Bears were last year without good receivers.
Yep, so it's all going to depend on how Cam Ward comes out. I don't necessarily see any of the wide receivers market going too crazy. I think they need to get, maybe if they take somebody else in the draft,
right?
That could affect their market, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in Tennessee for everybody else's market to kind of come into place with Cam Ward. But if there's anybody that probably would be impacted by the team,
it'd be Calvin.
It would be Calvin, really.
It'd be Calvin. I'm cool with buying him right now to sell him after he gets drafted because you already know there's going to be hype. Oh, Calvin's going to have a great season.